Well, good morning and welcome back to Central Ontario. About a week and a half ago, you saw me take the snowblower off the tractor, and you probably noticed I put it down on a skid. Over the last year and a half, I've started to realize the importance of trying to make sure you keep your stuff off the ground. So if you've got a coffee in a few minutes, stick around and I'll tell you what I've been up to. Cheers. So I've had the tractor for about a year, 2-3 months, I think. And I've got a couple of attachments or implements for the tractor, and you've probably noticed throughout as you've been watching videos, that sometimes you see them sitting on the ground over here, or they're stacked up on wood over there. And I've been watching some of the videos, and I see that some people are making, carriers or platforms or shelving or different types of things to store their implements, which I think is pretty cool. As you know, I don't have a garage here, and all I've got is an open shed in the back, which probably isn't big enough for everything, as you can see. However, what I did come across is pallets or skids. And so it dawned on me that at least with a pallet or a skid, it'll keep your implement up off the ground, especially as we go into the muddy season here, as the spring thaw continues. And in the wintertime, it's a lot easier to keep it out of the snow so it's not freezing into a snowbank, and then you're trying to, pull it out, especially when it weighs 450 pounds. So I've got myself a couple of really good, well-built pallets. I think I need 3 or 4 more, but I think if nothing else, it's a pretty inexpensive, but I think practical way of trying to keep the implements off the ground, especially as we go into the muddy season. One implement that's always a bit of a trouble is the grapple. So if you have a grapple, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The grapple doesn't really have any kind of a flat bottom on it. So when you try to take this off the quick hitch, I usually have to put a number of different pieces of wood underneath it as I put it down on the ground, because otherwise it'll roll over one way or another. And if it doesn't roll over right away, when you go to put it back on the tractor and you push your quick connects or your quick attach arms into it, it rolls over and falls over frontwards. Does it every time. So with the pallets, what I want to do today is, I think everything else that I've got for the few pallets I have, they'll just sit on top of the pallet. They're usually well balanced, or they have some kind of a flat bottom on them or legs. This guy here, he's a little more tricky. So what I want to do today is take one of these pallets and just put some simple pieces of wood around on the pallet, so that when I put it down on the pallet, it's got a bit of stability to it, so that when I push into it the next time to put it on the tractor, it's not going to roll forward off the pallet. So again, real simple stuff, might be of interest. Stick around, let's get those pallets ready. Cheers.
Morning. How's it going?
Morning, guy.
Need this yet?
That's really nice.
What are you doing?
Pretty good, thanks. I really appreciate you letting me use the garage today, because it's always a little bit warmer in here.
Not much today.
I was sneaking in the door. But I really appreciate your help this morning with the angles and some ideas. So just a simple design. I just want something that I'm able to get this into a cradle, so that I'm able to get into it and out of it without it rolling over on me.
Yeah.
So I just made a couple of sides with a 30-degree angle. It's going to allow the front of the grapple to float into it. I'm going to put down a board underneath just for the tines, so that there's something to rest on. And then I've got a piece for the back that'll just cradle the back of the tines.
Right.
And I think that should do it. Pretty simple on the pallet, nothing special, but I think it should be effective.
It should be effective.
Good stuff.
A lot easier to hook on and get it out.
Yeah, so I'm going to screw all of these pieces in here, and then I wasn't sure, I guess I could just kind of screw on the back and see how it fits, maybe.
Yeah, if you get these ones positioned, you might want to back out and just approach it, so you push it a little bit, then drop it. Then you can fit the other ones too, you have a tighter fit.
Okay, yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, anyway, well, thanks for the first aid kit.
I figured you need it by now, I'm surprised.
Yep, the confidence is helpful.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay, thanks so much, okay?
Need a hand lifting or moving anything, I'll be in the other room.
Okay, appreciate it. It's one for the chipper. So speaking of chippers, time for the question for the 10K subscriber gift giveaway. Question number 5. You folks know that I have a 4-inch Beco wood chipper, which I purchased somewhere around June of last summer, and I used it a ton through the summer. I love that chipper, Works really well. I've been cutting green, old seasoned stuff, old dried out branches. It seems to cut everything, and it chips out really nice, and I've been using them on my little trails here in the forest. So the question for you, question number 5, on my channel, GP Outdoors, video number 47, when I do the review of that unit, I chipped a bunch of branches that night. Tell me the largest diameter branch I chipped in that video number 47. That's your question. Have a wonderful week. Good luck to everyone. Cheers. Okay, I think she's ready to test. Pretty simple piece, you know, free pallet, bunch of scrap wood I had around the shed, plus I kind of took a couple of pieces of Guy's, but don't tell them. But I think we're ready to give it a shot. Hey, Guy! All right. So Guy, what do you think? I think it works.
It works.
Yeah, got it in okay, was able to scoop in, and I didn't push it forward for a change, so that was great. Thank you so much for helping me out with the dimensions and everything this morning. I really appreciate it, because this is a pretty simple design, but it just does its job.
Didn't cost much.
No, that's the favorite part, I think. Anyway, so I think she's in good shape. Folks, I hope it was helpful, especially for folks like myself that are new to tractors and maybe don't have a garage and you're storing your stuff outside. This should do the trick for the Grapple. So I'm going to take her back to the cabin, wrap it up for the day. So if you like the channel, please click subscribe, hit the like button, and if you want to know when I'm posting videos, just click that little bell. Next question, how am I going to lift all of these implements on skids? Stay tuned. Cheers.
Cheers.